Hello, team. Good morning. All right, you guys are gonna get this weird view of me because I'm in Mike's truck again. I'm gonna wait for some people to hop on. I'm gonna tag some people real quick. Tag, 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 tag. Hey, whoever's on here, can you guys just share these in the 3 chats? Diamond Tribe 1, 2, and 3. Happy early payday. Everybody got paid today. Good morning. Okay, guys, I'm excited about this. Thank you, Sarah. It's always Sarah that shares this. She's like on it. Thank you, girl. All right, you guys. So let's talk about, I've had a lot of people, like people that I've enrolled, people that I haven't enrolled that are just in the team, on the team. That wasn't the right grammar. Ask kind of like how I've promoted in this company so quickly. Like, I'm very open with, thanks, Caitlin. I'm very open with that I've built my business in my cold market, okay? So what that means is I found success in this business with people that I didn't know, okay? So a lot of people come into this business and they're like, well, I just don't know anybody that wants to do this, or I don't know anybody that wants to buy these products. And honestly, neither did I, okay? So I'm gonna share with you guys how I was able to grow my business in a market of people that I didn't know and be, successful in this, okay? Because you guys, first things first, what you need to know is when you look at somebody having success on social media, sometimes you can, like your mind can play tricks on you. Like, you have to remember you're looking at somebody's highlight reel. You're seeing what they want you to see. But I know that if somebody like me can come into this and be successful, somebody that's been fired from jobs, it's somebody that has, not like the best work ethic. I didn't have the best work ethic before this. It's not like I was successful at this sort of thing. I know that if somebody like me can come into this and be successful, that anybody can. So my first job is to transfer that belief onto you, and you need to know that you can do this and you can be successful, okay? Now I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to be successful. In a business like this, we get paid on our productivity. We get paid not on the hours that we work, right? That is a job, and a job is why most of us are here, because our plan A, our job, isn't working for us. We're looking for ways to supplement, add extra income, and a job wasn't giving us that option, okay? So first of all, number one, I came in and decided that I was going to be successful. I absolutely took quitting off the table from the day that I started this business. There was no option for me to quit. There was no talking about quitting. Now, I'm not going to lie. There have been times where I have reached up to my upline and been like, okay, this isn't for me. I'm frustrated. I feel like this isn't working. I'm not signing customers. And I have said those things before, but the key to my success, I feel, is that I don't let that last for a long time. You guys, when I was sitting there for 2 weeks without enrolling people and I was planting all these seeds and nothing was happening, I wasn't stopping working. I gave myself a 5-minute pity party and I got back to it, okay? So the first things that I did was I took quitting off the table. There was no option to quit. I knew that no matter how long this takes me, I was going to be successful. I was never going to stop. And you guys, just like any business, there's highs and lows. And, I feel like, I'm at a high in my business. My business is going really well. But there are going to be lows in my business. And, you may be feeling like you're in a low where you've had a high. Or maybe you're feeling like a high right now where you've had a low. The key to being successful is when you are having a high, you work really hard. You don't stop because you're there. In this industry, you have never arrived. At no point will you see me take a break from my business because I know that I'm not where I want to be yet. Now, when you're feeling like you're not having success in your business, the worst thing you can do is slow down, because that's going to continue that momentum in the way you don't want it to go. You need to keep working. You need to keep, doing the things that are income producing for your business, even if the results are not immediate for you because of the ebbs and flows in this business, okay? The next thing that I did is I showed up for my business every day. You guys, there's so many of you that say, I want to be diamond. I want to make $2,000 a month. I want to do this. And you know, just like Caitlin said in that Zoom last night, or in her training last night, you're being very optimistic, but you're not being realistic. If you want to be a diamond, if you even want to make $500 a month, you need to show up for your business every day. You guys, I do not miss a day in my business. Like, I just don't. When I'm on vacation, I'm working my business. When I'm having a baby, I'm working my business, because this is a business. And so many people are saying that they want to be a diamond, but you're taking days off. You guys, if you took days off from your job, you'd be fired, right? If you just showed up at your job and twiddled your thumbs, but like did minimal work, you would be fired. So it's no different in this industry. Like, you have to show up every day if you're expecting business money, okay? Every day I show up regardless of how I feel. You guys, some days I don't want to work this business. Some days I'm just, I don't like show this a lot, but like, you know, I do struggle with like anxiety. Like, I have like, you know, I have things that I deal with in my own, and every new rank you get to, every new level in your life, if you're not creating new problems for yourself, you're not growing. And so what I found with this business is I've almost created like a level of not anxiety, but like stress for myself. Would I trade it? Absolutely not. Like, I would do it again and again and again. But I'm just saying that there are days where I feel like that, where I feel like it's hard for me to show up. But I do every single day. I work this business every day. So that's another thing that really ties into my successes, because like I've said to you, you know, when it comes to this business and you being active on social media, the consistency of it all is what is so important. Like, if you are not consistent, this is like straight up how I feel. If you're not consistent in your business, and you're in posting, in messaging, in growing your network, in showing people that you're serious, your potentials will sign with somebody that is consistent. Like me, like Caitlin, like Tamara, like Tori, like Courtney, like Krista. There's so many others, like Brittany. Like, they're going to sign with those people because they show up to their business every day. Okay? So if you're not doing that, show up to your business every single day. Next thing, you have to be willing to grow. You have to be willing to learn. Okay? If you are just going through the motions, you're copying and pasting what other people are putting, there's so much more to this business than copying and pasting. There's a reason that you can come into this industry and make, you know, $50,000 in a month, because it's truly a business. And so when you are running a business on social media, like my mindset at the beginning, you know, I wasn't good at this sort of thing. So I told myself that I wasn't just going to copy the people that were doing good. I was going to find why they were doing those things. I was going to learn. I was going to take bits and pieces from all these different successful people and apply them to my business. And so when I say be willing to learn, like, show up to the Zooms. If you're not showing up to the Zooms, first of all, if you're not showing up to the Zooms, your team isn't going to show up to the Zooms, because if you're not prioritizing that, your team for sure isn't. So that could be your first thing. But if you're not spending your time going on YouTube, you know, personal development, you know, if you're a believer, like reading the Bible, like whatever your form of personal development is, you need to be implementing that on a daily basis. And, you know, I'm not talking just personal development as like personal development for your mind. I'm talking like for this business. Like, when I started, you know, when I built a double diamond on Facebook, and I saw all these other people and I'm gonna tell you guys, as a double diamond, like, I was making way more money than I ever wanted to. So I could have been like at double diamond, like, oh, I'm good, like I'm making 10 grand a month, like I'm fine, like I don't, you know, all I wanted to start was 500. But I had got to a point in my business where I was, you know, I was good, but I was looking at all these people above me that were making $40,000 a month, and they were all being like, I'm doing this from Instagram. So I don't just like dabble in Instagram and expect to get that same result. Like, I really took it upon myself to be like, okay, what do I need to do to learn and be the best at Instagram? And that's what I did. I found people that were good at it. I went to their YouTubes, and I spent all of my free time, you know, and I blended my time listening to YouTube. Like, when I was cooking dinner, I wasn't listening to music, I was doing this. And because I was pouring all of that into my mind every day, every minute, every like spare moment I had, you guys, I was taking this so seriously. That's where I learned how to rock it. I didn't learn from just like guessing. I learned from being intentional. And one thing I will say is, a lot of people, like, you know, I go back and forth with like what we give our team page, because I feel like we give you guys so much in terms of posts, tools, everything. Like, everything you guys need is here. But I truly feel one of the reasons that I was able to be really successful in this so quickly is because I was forced to go find it myself. I didn't wait for somebody to give me the wording. I went and found it. And if I didn't know where to find it, I went and listened to videos. Because guess what? Top leaders, when they're doing Zooms for their team, just like I do, they're saying their wording in there. So I'd go in these videos, I'd pause it, write down, pause it, write down, pause it. And that's how I found how to do this. And you guys, stop. So I guess my point is stop waiting for people to give you the tools and go out and find them yourself. And the fine print of that is it's not just going to be a straight shot to success. You see the straight shot to success because that's what I want you to see. In terms of social media, I'm showing you the highlight reel, but what you won't see is all the messages I sent out that didn't work, all the times I got told to F off, all the times that people unfollowed me. That happens to me. You just don't see me talk about it. So that is truly one of the reasons I feel like man, what are these people doing on my street? Can I go? Thank you. The heck is this? But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, I wasn't waiting for someone to give it to me. And that goes like that mentality goes all throughout my business. You know, some people are like, well, I want to go to Ruby, but my 5 distributors aren't working. Dude, none of my distributors were working until Diamond, except for like Laurel and like a couple other people. Laurel will tell you that when me and her both went Diamond in 3 months, you know, like, I mean, this was so long ago now, so I'm going to talk about it. But me and Laurel, she was one of my first distributors. She was my Emerald for Diamond, and Laurel ended up promoting Diamond the exact same month as us. We both earned a $10,000 bonus in 90 days. And none of our teams were working. Like, my mentality is you don't wait for nobody. Like, you join this business to be successful. You join this business to make an impact for your family. So why are you waiting for Sally on your Ruby chart to work? This business, we don't have to wait for anybody. We can, we can fill volume ourselves, and all that's going to do is get you a bigger paycheck. And so don't wait for anybody. If your team isn't working, don't sit there and wait for a runner to come into your team to start working, because guess what? Like attracts like, okay? So if you're sitting there waiting for a runner, you're not going to get a runner, because the runners are going to me. They're going to Caitlin. They're going to Brittany. They're going to Courtney. They're going to Krista. They're going to there's so many of you guys. Those are just the names I always say. But you get what I'm saying? Like, those are the people. They're going to the people that are already being the runners, okay? So that's one thing. Oh, it looks much better in here. That's the thing that you guys have to keep in mind. And that's like the reason that I feel like I have been able to go so quickly is because I just don't wait. If I don't know something, I don't focus on that I don't know it. If I make a mistake, I don't focus on the mistake. I just go. I just keep going. You have to be so relentless in your goals in this business if you want to go to the top. You know, there's so many people that are like, I want to be Ruby. But it's like, okay, if you want to be Ruby, it's not going to just fall on your lap. You have to be intentional. And that's the next thing I'm going to tell you guys. Are you going out now?
Well, I was showering a little bit.
Okay. Hello, girl.
That's all right.
Yeah. You have to be intentional with everything you do. A lot of people will say, I want to be Ruby. I want to make $100. I want to make $500. I want to make $2,000 a month. But it's like, what are your, like, you have to think of it this way. If you have a ship on an ocean with no crew, no plan, no destination, you just let it go, is it going to get to where you want to go? Probably not, right? You have to have a plan. You have to be intentional with where you're taking your ship, where you're taking your crew, right? Or else it's just going to go somewhere and it's going to be a long journey to get there, because like, who knows where you're going with this business. In order for you to get to where you want to go, you tell him, girl. In order for you to get to where you want to go, you have to have a plan. So I'll tell you what I mean by that. When I started this business, you guys, like, I had like an upline for like a week, okay? So when I enrolled, I told her I needed to make $500 a month to stay home with my family. Like, that's what I needed to make. And she was like, well, you need to be a Ruby. And I'm like, dude, what is a Ruby? Like, you don't know what a Ruby is. And some of you guys may be feeling like that. What is a Ruby? What does a Ruby mean? I didn't know what that meant. All I knew is that Rubies made $500 a month. And so what I did was I went to YouTube. I learned. I was searching, like, the person that I was following back then a lot was Jade Hooper. Like, I love her. I'm not going to say loved, but like, who am I kidding? I still love her. I love her. And I was inspired by her. She was where I wanted to be.
And so I was typing in things like how to get to Ruby, Jade Hooper on YouTube. I was getting visualization of what she was doing to get to Ruby, her, and then I found other videos. I took bits and pieces. But my point is, I wasn't waiting for somebody to come to me and be like, okay, Jackie, this is a Ruby chart. This is everybody. And like, that's what we're here to help you for. Absolutely reach out to us for that. Absolutely. But what I'm trying to say is, don't wait for that. Nobody owes it to you. Like, you are a business owner and we have the support here. We're so happy to help, but stop waiting for people. Just go. You have to be willing to fail forward in this business. So many of us have a hard time, and I had this too. So many of us have a hard time switching from employee mindset to business owner mindset. And you guys, business owner, like, to be a business owner, there's a reason that most of the population will end up working for people. And that is because most of the population are either too scared, not consistent enough, can't dream big enough, won't put the work in to work for themselves. You guys have a multi-million-dollar opportunity here. And what I keep hearing about what's coming in conference, you guys, like, you're not going to want to start working then. Then is not the time. A month ago was the time. Now is the time. And if you aren't working your business, I don't want you to expect a harvest next month. Like, it just is not going to happen. You have to plant the seeds, okay? So I know a lot of you guys are on here and you're, maybe you hit a slump in your business, and that's going to happen. You are going to hit slumps. I've hit slumps in my business, and I know in the future I will have slumps in my business, but I am confident to say that when I do that, I have a plan of action for myself. I'm not looking left or looking right or asking people's opinions or looking what other options there are. I literally am so focused. You guys, like, I've had the times in my business, I read the chat sometimes and people are just like, oh, it's just, they're having like little pity parties. Like, you guys, I'm not trying to say you don't have those, because you do. I've had them too. But the point is, I don't sit there and talk about them. I don't dwell on them. Your time is money. You're a business owner. So you need to get your mind right. And it comes from you. We have the tools for you. We have the resources, everything. But you know the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink? That's the thing. That's the saying. That's just it. Like, nobody is going to want this more for you than you want it for yourself. Nobody, okay? And what I know is you join for a reason. You join for something so big, whether that's being home with your kids, paying off debt, being able to retire your husband or your wife, making $500 extra so you don't have to work that second job and miss your kids' moments, like whatever it is. You need to find that within yourself and realize that nobody will want it more for you than you want it for yourself. And your kids are watching you, like, get this done. Stop quitting. Stop starting and stopping and starting and stopping. You guys, the secret to success is just being consistent, treating it like a business. I'm telling you, okay? And sometimes we can get so caught up in like, oh, I've been doing this for 3 months and it's just not working for me. And let me tell you, you were prepared to work at a job that was making you broke for 40 years until you could afford to retire and die. Like, 3 months isn't a long time to be in a business. Like, you guys are in a business, so don't mistake the fact that because it's from your cell phone that it requires less investment of your time, or it requires less work. We get to work from our cell phones. There is no storefront you have to clock into. There is no business that you're putting $100,000, yay, that you're putting $100,000 to put your store up there and be in the red in your business for months and months and months, or years and years and years. Like, we don't have that here. But what we do have is the opportunity to make a wicked income if you put your mind to it and you work consistently. So for those of you asking what I've done to be successful, that's it. I took quitting off the table. I show up every day. I'm consistent. I'm willing to learn. I grow. I don't give up when times are hard. I don't give up when times are good. And I just show up every single day. And because I'm consistent in doing the things that we need to do on social media, which are posting, okay, to attract the people that we want, growing our network, to grow our eyes, looking at our posts. Are you done? Are you done? Look at you in there. Right there. Who's my girl? What's up, girl? You look at your little butt chin. You got a little butt chin. I am messaging people, reaching out to people. It is your job. If you are sitting there and just posting and wondering why your business isn't growing, it's because you're not reaching out to people. And for anybody that says to you, well, you shouldn't have to message in your business, make sure they're successful in network marketing, because I'm telling you, that is the reason like, that's the reason we're successful, is because we reach out to people, okay? And then following up, understanding that just because you talk to somebody one time or they say they're going to order on this date, they might not, and that's normal. But as you grow your leads, as you follow up, and that you take that 7 to 21 times of follow up on average for them to be interested, when you continuously, consistently do those things every day, that is where you see the success in this business. So if you're somebody that's been on for a bit, and maybe you're like, maybe you're just in a funk in your business, I want you to really take this opportunity to like look at yourself and give yourself some good hard criticism. What are you doing every day for your business? Not your team, okay? It's not on your team, it's on you. You guys, I have a killer team. Like, I have so many legs on my team that levels could quit and it wouldn't matter. But I will never stop. I try to be the hardest worker on the team. And you know what? I get out enrolled all the time. And I'm like, well, part of me is like, I gotta kick her out because she's too good. I'm just joking. But that's just me being competitive. But the other part of me is like, that's it. Like, that's what you want. Be the hardest worker, attract hard workers, and duplicate that. You will have success in your business, okay? Girl, should we get her? Girl, are you done? Are you done? All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Okay? So look to be the best worker on your team. Don't wait for your team to do it. Look to be the best. And with that, we're coming into the best time of the year. Okay? The momentum for your business starts now. Okay? Girl, are you ready to go? Should we go do... I'm going to go do a power hour once I put her down. So if you guys want to come on a power hour, let's do it. High five. High five. Girl, you're crazy. She's a crazy girl. Are you going to be crazy just like your mama? Oh, you're going to be trouble for sure. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, I'm going to put this one down and then hop on a power hour if you guys are down. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.